Oh, we're already recording. Oh. Oops. Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. My name is Cody, I am a writer, and today, Divas, we are officially starting on draft 3 of Project Terms and Conditions. There is snow and ice all over the ground, and today, I think, is day 6 of our Snowmageddon lock-in of 2026. So I've literally been stuck in this house for 6 days. I have not driven anywhere. I haven't gone anywhere. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of losing my mind. So there were a couple of things that needed to happen before I let myself start on my, draft 3 revisions of terms and conditions. Number one was that I wanted to finish getting my 90-day novel mega vlog edited and all that stuff uploaded, thumbnails made, all the good stuff. I wanted to have it completely done, put away. By the time you're seeing this video, you've already seen the mega vlog, but I literally finished getting it all edited, uploaded, whatever, like 2 days ago. And then yesterday, I literally took a day off and just enjoy the snow day. Didn't do anything. I played video games. I'm currently playing Assassin's Creed Shadows as we speak, really enjoying it. I have been forcing myself to rest because I feel like January is the month personally where I need rest the most. And it feels a little counterintuitive because you think, with the new year, you set all these goals and all these things that you want to do for the new year. But usually I don't want to actually start on those goals until like February, because that's when, the days are a little bit longer. My seasonal depression is not as intense. And that is usually when my motivation to start trudging forward in all of my projects starts to arise within me. Today is currently January 29th. So what we are doing is we are doing a little bit of revision prep because I really plan to dive headfirst into this third draft of terms and conditions on February 1st, because I am in fact participating in the writer games that is currently being hosted by Evelyn Black here on YouTube. If you don't know anything about it, I'll leave a link in the description so that you can learn all about it and possibly join. Before we get into what I'm doing today, let me kind of recap some of the things that we've already done with this project for those of you that may be new here and not know much about terms and conditions. Last year, I ended up finishing draft 2 of terms and conditions, and along with that, I ended up sending it off to some beta readers to get some feedback. Its first round of feedback from other people. I got some great feedback from them, letting me know ways that I can improve, things that I can add, things that I can take away, little things that I need to change here and there to make sure that the consistency is, remaining the way it needs to. So I basically compiled all of those notes and I hand wrote them all. So I have this stack of papers right here that has literally all of their notes and all of the things. Oh, and on the back, I have all of the crutch words that they highlighted because there are many. This is what I think I'm going to do today. What I would like to do is before February actually gets here, but since it is the 29th, I have today, tomorrow, and Saturday, I want to do a quick read through. I'm trying really hard because I know there's going to be lines in there that I'm going to read and I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you actually wrote this line and sent it to people. It is my final developmental edit. And I need to keep that in mind because while, yes, I will be seeing glaring mistakes on the line level, I'm sure I will. That's not what we're here for on this draft. We are here to make sure that the story is as developed as it can be before we send it off to our line editor. Now, when are we sending it off to our line editor, you may ask? Well, my deadline to have this draft done is the end of March. Back to wanting to read this book. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open Vellum, which is what I use to format my books. And I'm going to just literally plug and play everything from my Scrivener into Vellum. That way I can export it as an ebook format and I can upload it onto my Kindle and I can read through this book over the next couple days. So that is the plan. And let's get started, shall we? I've yapped way too long. Hi, Daves. How you doing? So it is the next day. It is Friday, January 30th. I am here working from home in my comfy little cozy. I've literally been snowed into this house for the past 7 days, and I am kind of losing my mind. But it's fine because I have all these things to work on, and I have you to talk to. Thank you so much for being here. Now that I've pretty much done everything that I need to get done for the day, it's time to lock in on some more reading. As you can see, I got to chapter 7 yesterday, so I'm about 20% through the book. I'm gonna have a little vulnerable moment with all of you for a second, if that's okay. So I was talking to Bessie Taylor, and I was just I was doing something. I think we were on a FaceTime. We were doing a sprint, or it might have been a random live stream that we were doing. But as I was reading through the book, I don't know, my self-confidence was super, super low. And I was just consistently beating myself up. Every sentence I read, it just felt like it was just not good. And I was I hate everything that I'm reading. Do I even know how to write a book? Why am I even doing this? I kind of took a step back because clearly my mind was not in a state where it would have been productive to be analytical of my own work. You know what I'm saying? It would have been more destructive in that moment. I was sitting on the couch with her and Clark, and I was reading through this on my Kindle. And I guess maybe because it was on the Kindle, there was a part of me that almost forgot that I was reading an unfinished book. For the first few chapters, I was wait, why does this kind of slap? Why is this kind of eating? The most glaring issue that I have found so far is that where's the interiority? I'm getting more of it with Andrew, but on the page, I'm not getting near enough interiority from Thomas, who is the 10-year-old son. But I've been making some mental notes, and I've been putting some notes in my phone of little ways that I can add that personality, because I can see the characters. They're kind of flat right now, but don't worry, I'm going to fix that. There have been some typos and things like that, but for the most part, the pacing feels really good, in my opinion. Now that I finished pretty much wrapping up work for the day, I'm going to continue on with reading this. I was watching a little bit of me and Madeline James. We did a little podcast sit down situation where we just kind of talked about what it's like being a writer with ADHD. And that actually went live today. It went live a couple hours ago. And as of noon, my 90-day novel vlog, my big old mega vlog, is officially live. So, I'm just sitting here at the desk just in case any comments roll in, because I want to I want to be a part of the celebration of sharing this long journey, 3-month long journey with the internet. That is where we are with our revision prep. I am actually kind of enjoying my own book and my own writing. So that's weird, but I know that feeling won't last. Don't you worry, because I'm sure in the next clip, I'll be like, this is trash. Hopefully not, but time will tell. Anyways, I'll check in later. Love you. Bye. Oh yeah, that's the one. Okay. Hello friends, and welcome to the next day. Today's January 31st. It is the last day of January, and I have some updates. So the first big update is that we finished our read through of Terms and Conditions. We did that. Probably finished that about an hour ago. I low-key kind of cooked. I mean, yes, there are moments here and there that are very glaringly in need of some assistance, and there are a few brackets that I came across where I just need to input part of a scene here and there just to kind of sort of smooth out the flow of the story. But as far as the events that happen, how they all sort of line up in the end, all of that felt pretty solid. And overall, the one thing that I found that was lacking the most was interiority and specificity, where I would call on a certain object, but it wouldn't be specific to the character. It wouldn't be tied to any kind of memory or anything that they could call upon in the middle of the story. The scenes that were of that quality that almost made me forget that I was reading something that I wrote were the scenes that I actually added in draft 2. And so really my main goal for this draft 3, other than the main things that I know need to be fixed, fixed is to sort of find moments where I can beef up the interiority and the specificity. What we're going to be doing today is, as you can see on the screen, I have Bessie Taylor with me here on FaceTime, and I have my notebook here, my little drawing doodle notebook, and we're going to make a fun little chapter tracker. It's a fun way to spend my last free day before I am 100% fully in the revision trenches. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, I'm going to hang out with Bessie Taylor, get this all set up, and I probably won't see you guys again until the writer game starts tomorrow. So with that, have a good rest of your day. May the odds be ever in your favor. Sup divas, it is currently Sunday, February the 1st. It is the first day of the writer games and it is 3 p.m. and I have done nothing today. Okay, but that's fine. We're here at the desk, as you can tell from this angle that you've gotten for most of this vlog, that we're here. We're ready to lock in. I've got my notes off to the side for the prologue and part of chapter 1 and a little of chapter 2. I think my goal for this maybe next 2 hours that I want to work on this is to get through the prologue and chapter 1. We're going to see how that goes. Also, I don't really know when this vlog is going to be ending. It could end tonight. It could end tomorrow. If I'm still working from home, that'd be a slay. Then I could just, do one more day and then end the vlog tomorrow. That way we have what? When did I start this? Girl, I don't know. Or was it Thursday? Who's to say? That's the plan. I'm sitting here. I'm on Discord. I'm in the little, what is this called? The Tribute Sprints chat on Discord. And we're literally about to start our first sprint in 1 minute. It's me and Miles. So Miles, shout out to you for being in the Discord with me today. Here we go. I've got my document open and it's time to do the thing. It's time to start draft 3 of terms and conditions. Here we go. Hi team, and welcome to Monday. As you can tell from the location, we had another day of working from home. This is day number 1876 of being stuck in my house. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I really needed to get out of the house, and so as you saw, I went to the gym, got in the tanning bed for a little bit. The guy at the front desk couldn't tell me what level the tanning beds are. Do tanning beds still have levels? It's been a long time since I've been in a tanning bed. Whenever I asked the guy, I was like, oh yeah, what level's the tanning bed? He said, I don't know. I think you can adjust it on the little tablet in there. That seems like information you should know working the front desk and allowing people to just go back there. Whatever. But I'm not trying to be the bronze goddess or anything. I really just needed some vitamin D on my skin. But I got all of that done, and now I'm currently on Discord with some friends over in the Writer Games tribute chat, and we are about to do some sprints. I am planning on doing 3 different sprints. I want to do a 20-minute, 30-minute, 40-minute with a 5-minute break in between. Hopefully we'll be done with chapter 1. I said I was probably going to do the prologue and chapter 1 yesterday, but I forgot that there were also emails and things in between prologue and chapter 1 that I needed to also kind of edit through. I was watching Alyssa in the Books' video this morning, and in her video she was talking about how much she's actually tracking her writing, and she had a whole spreadsheet and all that stuff, and I was like, you know what? I want to have a really cool spreadsheet too. And I was at first worried, thinking that it was going to take me forever to update it because, here we are, it's February and I haven't tracked anything. But then also I haven't written anything in January, so there was nothing to track. So I was already caught up. It was amazing. With that said, we've already started our first sprint on the Discord, so I am going to get to writing. I am here in my bed because I just want to be comfy, cozy, and horizontal. Okay? Hello, Divalicious Divas. How are we doing? It is a couple hours later, and we have just finished up our last sprint. Well, it was my last sprint. They're still going in the Discord, but I decided to tap out because we did end up revising all the way through chapter 1. So the first thing that I did was I looked at my notes that I had for chapter 1 that needed to be changed, and I kind of kept those in the back of my mind as I did the initial read through, and I did that during the first 20 minutes, and I sort of kind of interjected little notes here and there of oh, this is where you need to add this thing, this is where you need to do that thing. After the first 20 minutes was up, then we had a little yap moment, and then we used the 30-minute and the 40-minute to actually implement all of the notes that I had. And then also I kind of used it as a line edit. So I was kind of going through each sort of passage of chapter 1 probably 2 or 3 times. But yeah, I found that worked really well for me, and we were able to get through about 1,800 words for today. So not mad at it. I was able to do my little green flag on chapter 1. And with that, we have finally reached the end of this lovely little vlog where I got to sort of refamiliarize myself with Project Terms and Conditions, got to see it in its, book form one day on my Kindle. That was really cool. And now we are well on our way to making it through draft 3. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave me this emoji right here to let me know that you're an MVP and a diva and a star. But with all that said, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!